guys, it's Haley. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you a quick and easy fall look, so stay tuned. Before we jump into our eye look using the Anastasia Subculture palette, we need to prep our eyelids. Today I'm using the waterproof cream color from Anastasia in the color Honey, and I'm just going to create a small wash of color over my eyelids with a fluffy brush. This is not only going to help the shadow stay in place, but help minimize creasing. So with my fluffy brush, I just dip it in there just a little bit and lightly cover my eyelids. We're going to go in with the color Dawn here. It's very translucent, it's very nude. It's not far off from the color that we prepped our eyelids with. And I'm just going to do the same thing. Put a wash of color with something fluffy. Now we're going to go in with Roxy here. It's like a peachy nude tone as well. And this is what we're putting inside of our crease. The colors in this palette are very, very pigmented. So you don't need to dig your brush into each color. Less is more with these colors. You want to be more focused on the blending. Rotating your wrist circular. That way you don't create any harsh lines, and it's a very blown out airbrushed effect. You can then move on to the lid color. Grabbing a flat brush similar to this, I'm going to pack on All Star here. It's a mahogany purpley, perfect for fall. Again, this look is quick and easy. We're using 2 to 3 colors max. I'm gonna pack this on my lid as close to my lash line as possible. After I feel like I have enough color on my lid, I'm going to blend upwards back into my brow bone. I'm going to take another fluffy brush like I had before and merge the 2 colors together. Right now I'm going to take a detailed brush that has like a dome feel on the end, dip it in Rowdy, that's the deeper color, and I'm going to place that on the outer part of my crease. So I just dip it in lightly, tap off any excess, place it on the outer, right, what that's doing is deepening the definition there. And because I'm using a detailed brush, it's going to be very easy to blend. Dip it in once more, tap off the excess, and bring it down into a V. So now I'm just blending that deeper color away. You may look like you have black eyes right now, but don't worry. All of this will be cleaned up later. With All Star that we used as our lid color, pack it on the brush. You're going to take a setting spray. I'm using the Too Faced Hangover Spray. Just spray the tip of the brush. Just a little bit. We don't want it drenched. And then pack that back on the lid. And now we are going to step away from the eyes and move on to our complexion. And after the complexion, we'll go back under our lower lash line here and really vamp this out and make it a little more smoky. Okay, so my under eye is looking a little raccoony, but don't worry. We're gonna take my Urban Decay Meltdown Remover Spray. Just spray it on a tissue, a generous amount, and I'm gonna wipe away this under eye. Now that our under eye is cleaned up, let's work on this complexion. First step is moisturizing. I'm using Clinique Moisture Surge. And I'm just dipping some in my ring finger, and I'm going to massage this into the skin. Now that my skin is moisturized with the moisturizer from Clinique, I'm going to take my Origins GinZing Eye Cream. With my ring finger, I'm just going to create 2 little dots in my under eye and massage that in. For today's primer, I'm using Urban Decay Complexion Primer. I like it because it has SPF 30 in it. And I do have active scars from acne, so I have to be sure that I'm using SPF so those scars don't get darker in the sunlight. So today I'm actually mixing two foundations. The Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation, which is full coverage and very matte. But I do like to have a little bit of a glow still. So I'm gonna mix in a little bit of a darker shade of the MAC Cosmetics Face and Body. Just gonna wipe that off. And then taking my damp beauty blender, blend away. Once you think you have a pretty even coverage on the face, we can move on to concealer. And today I'm using Urban Decay's Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Medium. And it has an applicator wand, making it very easy to use. And I bring my concealer up to the sides of my nose. That's going to aid in the contour of my nose later on. And then we're gonna blend that away with our beauty blender. Now to set our concealer and highlight, I'm using a Chanel setting powder. With my beauty blender, I'm just dipping it into the powder and dusting it over everywhere where we concealed. I am gonna let this bake into the skin for just a little bit. Now we're gonna contour. While that's baking and settling into the skin, I'm using the Too Faced Chocolate Bronzer with an angled brush. This one is from Urban Decay. It's actually the Diffusing Blush Brush, but I love that it's not too dense and it helps that area look very blended. So I'm gonna start with above my ear and in circular motions, blend downwards. I'm not going all the way down. I'm gonna stop about right here to the outer part of my eye. I'm going to take like a sparkly, shimmery bronzer like this and bronze that area on my cheeks. Just kind of where I would put my blush and blend that into the contour. Now for blush, I'm going to be using the Anastasia blush kit in Cocktail Party, and I'm mixing it with the blush kit in Berry Adore. With the same brush that I used to bronze, I'm just dipping it in to the shades and running a flush of color on my cheeks. Okay, now to make it really defined, I'm dipping my beauty blender back into my setting powder and I'm going to set underneath. So I'm just going to create this line there. I'm going to let that sit. So now we're ready for our lip. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Lip Liner 24-Hour Wear in Conspiracy. Then we can move on to our lipstick, which will be the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Matte Lipstick in Brandy. Perfect for the fall. I love this color. Now that our lip is done, we're gonna work on that under eye, and this is just gonna take a second. Go ahead and take the tip of your Anastasia brush. This one actually comes in this palette when you purchase it. We're going to take our All Star, the same as our lid color, a brief tap, and just follow our lower lash line. Take that Rowdy shade, tap. Again, it's super pigmented, so we don't need a lot. And really start smoking out that lash line. Just doing some last minute blends, making sure everything is perfect. We're going to set our brows with a clear brow gel from Anastasia. And these front hairs I want to brush up, and then the arch hairs to the tail I'm brushing out and down. We can brush away our baking now. And as you can see, it really helps define this area. And then we can move on to the quick eyeliner and mascara for this eye look, and then the eyes are finished. I'm using the Urban Decay eyeliner in the color 0. I'm just getting my waterline here. You see how much more smoky that looks now in comparison to this side. It really makes a difference. Next, I can apply some mascara. For mascara, I'm using Urban Decay's new Troublemaker mascara. I'm noticing that my lashes are not looking too clumpy, which is always a good thing. And then I'm gonna go in on my lower lashes, just like that. Perfect. And I'm gonna set my face and then hit the highlight one more time, because my face will be a little damp and it'll pop more. Going in with my Too Faced setting spray, drench my face, and then apply that highlight one more time. Just make sure it's blended nicely. Make sure everything is how I like it. Highlight my chin a little. And then this quick and easy fall look is done.